everybody. Welcome to Studio 4 on this chilly, snowy Monday afternoon.
I've got an interesting statistic for you.
Okay.
6 million women are actually playing in fantasy leagues. We make up 20% of the fantasy population as well.
National Hot Dog Day.
Do you feel like we've been celebrating National Hot Dog Day for an eternity? I feel like we have.
For you to attend this weekend, meet my good friend, Rob French.
This is Emil. This is Ricky. You tell us about Ricky. He has never visited us.
Let me be you.
Whoa.
Let me be you.
Whoa.
It's a holiday.
Oh, okay. That was just really exciting. It's not every day that we have a bona fide musical genius sitting or standing amongst us. Stop looking around. It's you. Today is that day, though. We welcome to Studio 4 the legendary Ray Wiley Hubbard. Thank you so much for coming.
I'm glad to be here.
Holy
Thank you.
moly. We are just so lucky to have you.
Down to Game Day Eats continues. Our good friend Robin from United Supermarkets is here with some wonderful game day swaps that we can make to kind of extend the life of your game day party, right?
Yeah.
And you also look very regal.
Thank you.
Together, they produced the award-winning documentary called Sleeping with Siri. Wait, guys, is she sleeping with y'all too? I mean, she's just getting around, isn't she?
She is getting around.
You know, I'm driving.
This is your signature.
I'm driving my Cadillac.
There is a small-town guy with an adventuring heart. Literally, he survived shark attacks twice. Not once, but twice. This wild and crazy guy's launched a new tour and a new album called Surrender. It's climbing and topping the charts. Known for his high-energy shows and cult following, he's in Amarillo tonight, continuing his Texas Fiesta Tour. Welcome, Roger.
Thank you.
First time
Thank
on
you.
Studio 4. So excited to have you.
It's my pleasure. It's nice to be with you.
Okay, so first of all, shark attacks, literally two shark attacks.
No,
Let's talk about that.
I was more concerned when you said I have a cult following. Is that what you said?
Yeah, you do have a cult following.
That makes me a cult leader, I guess.
We've brought in the frequently mentioned, sometimes maligned, and always spunky friend of Andy and mine from across the pond. Meet George Jennings, y'all.
And you throw out your smoke detector tonight if you don't have one of the dual sensor ones, though you should consider getting one soon. They're a little bit more expensive, between $24 and $40, or you can just call the Amarillo Fire Department. You can get one from them, and they'll even install it for you. Reporting in Amarillo, Meaghan Collier, KAMR NBC 4 News.
Meaghan Collier is at 27th and Buchanan. That's about as close as we can get at this point. She joins us now with the very latest. Meaghan?
Well, Andy, I guess the best news that I can tell you right now is that that fire is, in fact, under control. To get some more details, we are joined by Captain Wes Hall of the Amarillo Fire Department. You're the winner! Congratulations! I mean, thank you for playing our game. Oh, no problem. I have nothing for you.
I feel like there's a significantly larger amount of pressure on my booty. There's a little extra junk in the front. When I run into a problem like this, I just call my good friend Julie Sims.
Copper mugs stay so cold, too.
Super cold.
In fact, sometimes it's hard to touch
hard to
it.
handle.
Yeah, you have to
Yes,
hold the handle.
Yes.
Love that infectious laugh of yours. That's awesome.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, I can go home today. James Brown, thank you so much.
The children of this country are our future.
Are you going to sing
I believe that children are our future. Teach them well and just let them lead the way.
Sure. So we thought it was going to be important to start planting the political seed early in some kids' lives to kind of lay the groundwork for futures in public service.
So Meaghan decided that she wanted to go to Wonderland Park and chat with some kids about our government.
Why would I be the person to do that? That's the question.
A bit odd. Let's see how it turns out in this week's What's Up at Wonderland.
Do you know what politics are?
No.
Do you know what politics means? Do you think you'd be interested in politics?
Sure.
Do you know what politics are? Do you know what politics are?
Sort of.
Know what the difference is between a Democrat and a Republican? No. Do you?
No.
Okay. You want to talk to it? Sing a song. That's so beautiful. I'm so proud of you. You're done. Do you know the difference between a Democrat and a Republican?
Well, I used to know when the elections go on, but I don't know anymore.
Yeah, it's too confusing, isn't it? Do you know who the president is?
At first it was George Washington.
That's such a good answer. Do you think it would be fun to be the president?
Yes.
Do you ever want to be president?
Yes, no.
Why?
Because I'd lower the gas prices.
You would lower the... That's good. Do you think it would be fun to be president?
Yes. My uncle's about to be president. I'm staying here for a week and it's almost done with the week. He's over there.
Ever elect your parents president?
Yeah.
How come?
Because they tell us what to do?
Yeah. Do you think there would be some perks of being the president's kid?
Yeah.
Like what?
I get paid lots of money.
Sure.
Chores.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What kind of president is he going to be?
I don't know yet. I haven't asked him.
Would you vote for your uncle for president?
Yes.
How come?
Because I love him.
What do you think the president does?
He tries to get more money.
From who?
From everybody in the USA.
I mean, what would you do if you were president?
I'd live in the White House.
Yeah?
I think I would give my money, sell it for people who didn't work very well and didn't get paid when they first worked and didn't go to church.
Would you do anything like with foreign policy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know what that means.
You are such a nice boy. I'm so glad I got to talk to you. You did a great job answering those questions. Very nice job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Jeff Coffin, the sax man for the Dave Matthews Band, is in town with his band, The Mutex.
Kind of a big deal. Now, before we let you see our interview with him, let us actually introduce you to him. Jeff is a 3-time Grammy Award winner with Bella Fleck and the Flecktones. A lot of people didn't know that. He started playing with the Dave Matthews Band in 2008 when band original Leroy Moore passed away. But before he started touring the country, he attended school at the University of North Texas.
Yes, he did.
Down in Denton, where he was a member of the acclaimed 1 O'Clock Lab Band. Last night, Megan and I had a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to actually meet Jeff. Take a look. Do you ever get amazed at where music is taking you?
Absolutely. All the time. Yeah. And I've been extraordinarily fortunate to get to do what I do. And so, for me, look, I was never the best player. I'm still not the best player. But I've worked harder than probably 90% of the people that are out there.
And sometimes hard work finally pays off. In 2008, Jeff Coffin, then a member of Bela Fleck and the Flecktones, got a call from a little group called the Dave Matthews Band. They would need Jeff to fill in for them right away.
So I said, well, what do you mean by right away? He said, the next gig's tomorrow.
You're kidding.
So that's what I said.
A tall order because admittedly, Jeff wasn't very familiar with the music.
And the fans are incredible fans. I mean, they know every lyric of every tune. And they know all the parts. They know what it's supposed to sound like, you know. And
Which is a curse too, would you say? Or
well, in some ways, because I was like, oh, the audience knows the music way better than I do.
Right.
I wasn't really very familiar with their music. We had opened with them for the Flecktones a number of times, but my familiarity with their music was minimal, I would say, at best.
And in an instant, Jeff found himself on one of the biggest stages of his life.
We worked on a bunch of stuff, basically chicken scratched some stuff out for the gig, did the gig, and it was seamless.
When you're playing those solos, it's like 4 minutes long, 6 minutes long. Where do you go? Like where do you go?
That's a great question. I'm not really sure.
Because you're not with us. You know what I'm saying?
Well, but I think that sometimes I'm so with you that there's no division.
1, 2, 3.
And now, those musical fundamentals that saved him years ago are what Jeff preaches to the hundreds of students he works with each year.
To get out and do these clinics and work with students and now that I've been with Dave Matthews since 2008, it's even higher profile. So I feel like I can bring that clout into this and say, look, this really is important. It's so important that I'm coming in on my time off to do this stuff. You know, and I encourage the students to get involved too. I'm saying, like, man, write some emails, write some letters, make some phone calls, and let people know how important it is to you as a student, you know, that the arts continue. Because, look, the arts define a culture. And without the arts, there is no culture. You know, and if we lose that, we're in danger of losing the identity of who we are.
We were kind of excited. We were like giddy kids, and even at the end, I will tell you, Meaghan got a hug from him, and she was like glowing and so excited. I mean, you guys had a New Orleans jazz moment.
We did have a jazz moment.
As well, we'll take aim at this story.
I am Merida, and I'll be shooting for my own hands.
With recent releases like Brave and the weekend's big blockbuster Catching Fire, archery is rapidly gaining in popularity.
Yep, every movie that comes out seems to have a bow in it, and everybody wants to learn. We've got more 9-year-old little girls wanting to learn how to shoot than anything else.
Well, what about 20 and 30-year-old Hunger Games superfans?
I think it's cool having such a protagonist that's a female that doesn't rely on a man to get, you know, what she needs. Like, she's going to do it, and she's going to do it no matter what. And so it's not about falling in love. It's not about this. It's just about her being awesome.
What does Katniss use?
I believe she uses a longbow.
Like this?
Almost. That bow's actually a recurve if you look.
Is this the right way to do it? Wait, am I doing it backwards? Like this? What?
John and Christy opened JNC Archery this year to help train people of all ages to use a bow and arrow safely. He says that archery is a very safe sport with a very low risk as long as people are taught correctly.
We have a 39-week pregnant woman here with us today who wants to learn to shoot. Is it safe for her to do that?
She should be okay.
So here are the basics. You can choose from a compound or traditional bow.
Muscles change, so you might flex something differently one time, so you actually want to try to rely on your skeletal structure, because that doesn't change. Take all 3 fingers and go right underneath the arrow, and now I'm going to go ahead and step back your fingers and come straight back, and bring your index finger to the corner of your mouth.
And as for aim, John also had some sort of baseball analogy.
You're going to focus.
Last but not least.
Go ahead and let go once you get back.
Early success came in an unexpected place. Did you get that on camera? Yeah, I did. Thank you, Lord. In the end, though, each of us tributes proved herself in this arena.
So I really felt like we channeled her today.
I agree.
Yes. I popped a balloon.
Right. I feel confident that Katniss would be proud of us.
Yes.
I hope so.